I'm going to get it off because it's episode 12 of the Average Aussies. Hey, welcome back, everyone. We got all the boys in the den, but we got a new face over here, ZB, the younger, better-looking version of Beef. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. Close your eyes and you may think it is Ethan.
Yeah. Sounds like him looks much better than him, though.
Go City! How good's Haaland? So good.
Good start. How are you, mate?
I'm good.
That's good.
Happy to be here. Thanks for the late call-up.
No worries, mate. No worries. Obviously, you're an Arsenal fan.
I am.
How'd you get into supporting the Mighty Gunners?
So, all started, my mum went to London, I think it was like 2002.
Yep.
She came back with 3 jerseys. One was a London Wasps rugby jersey.
Ooh.
One was a Aston Villa jersey.
Yeah.
And the third was an Arsenal jersey. It was the smallest of the 3, so I claimed it.
Nice.
I had no idea what Arsenal was. Wore it for about 5 years. It ended up being like a tight little tight thing on me. So forgot about that for a while. And then came to picking a team, and I was like, what was that jersey I used to have?
That's like me, yeah. I went and got one the other cupboard, yeah.
An Arsenal kid, so that was it.
Yeah, nice, mate, nice. Fellas, how are you boys?
Great, mate.
You must be on top of the world.
Huge wins since we last spoke.
Mate.
You hit 2, Champions League.
Yeah.
That's right.
7-1 against Rangers.
Has Mo Salah been resurrected from the earth?
What was I saying? What was I saying?
I can't remember, to be
Everyone's
honest.
writing him off way too early.
Yeah, you did. You got a lot of support on the old TikTok and Instagram for that,
Well,
which
look,
is
when you speak truths, all right?
Which is unusual.
People come out.
On old socials. Speaking of socials, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on the video, please. We got TikTok, we got Instagram, we got Twitter. We got the Fantasy League, which I didn't put the code in the description for last week, so it'll be in this week. Our most viewed video ever last week, and I don't have the code for the Fantasy. I just
That's
realised.
probably all right, because Ethan would have been taking like 900 people to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
The way it was going.
But yeah, most viewed video last week, so thank you so much for everyone tuning in. Where if you could subscribe to the channel, that would mean a lot to us. We're going to try and get to 100 subs, where we're on the way up. We only need like 35 more or something, I think. So the road to 100. But anyway, let's get into it, boys.
Yeah.
We'll go straight to our old Anfield. This is Anfield, as Pep was saying.
Oh, okay.
Liverpool 1, City 0. Let us know, boys. What went down at Anfield?
Jake?
We didn't concede first. keep telling them. That's all they got to do.
Yeah, well, Van Dijk also resurrected.
Had Haaland in his pocket all game, mate.
Yeah.
Apparently so. That's what I've heard.
Oh, look, Haaland had a few opportunities that you would have put it on him to score, but I mean, Alisson had a great game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And an
For
assist.
the start, the assist.
It's 5 score involvements.
It was an assist
4
from-
score involvements in 4 years for a
Wow.
goalkeeper.
That's pretty red hot.
3 assists and 1 goal.
4.
5. You just held up 5.
Yeah, 4 assists, 1 goal.
When I read it, it was 4.
Okay.
Did you read it before?
Controversy.
No.
Here we go again. The boys are back at it.
Anyway, no matter what it is, he's done well. We can all agree on that.
Yeah, no. Yeah, where did that come from? Did it?
I think it's been building. I think if you go back to the Arsenal game,
Yeah.
we spoke about that. For us to only lose like 3-2 to the league leaders when you guys are in the best form in forever,
Yeah.
and to only lose to a dubious penalty decision, a 50-50 sort
A
of
clear penalty decision.
A dubious penalty decision.
Zach, you're here with me, brother. Yeah, dubious. Go.
Clear.
Dubious penalty decision.
Clear.
Clear penalty.
That's what happened to
And
your
then-
season. Clear. Poof, like that.
Well, it did, yeah. Starting with only just losing to a dubious penalty decision. Then we thrash Rangers Champions League midweek 7-1.
Yeah,
We
that
actually
was-
conceded early in that game. We're down 1-0. Got
Yeah.
back to 1-1 at half time, and then second half just
6
blitzed them.
goals.
But to be fair, you got to be beating Rangers by a lot.
Rangers aren't as bad as you would suggest.
They're not. I'm not saying
They're in
Rangers are bad,
Champions League.
but it's Scottish Premier League. It's
I
not.
understand what you're saying, but like if you're in the Champions League, you shouldn't be getting done 7-1.
Debatable. Anyway.
But anyway, which included Salah scoring the fastest
Hat-trick.
hat-trick in Champions League history.
Wow.
And then,
Sub him on, I say.
yeah, I think that we were...
What
yeah.
was last week? I think we should just keep moving a bit further over to the bench.
I'll change my tune, mate.
The same sort of treatment they gave Son at Spurs. You got to sub him,
Yeah.
bring him on,
Bring him
bang a
on, let him go.
hat-trick out, and
And then win.
Potentially, yeah.
what's going to kickstart him?
Although I don't think he would have been dropped as much for the Rangers game as, like, rested.
Rested. Well,
Yeah, I reckon.
maybe that was just to, cover up the fact that he got hooked on against Arsenal. Made it look like he was
Potentially.
tired.
Potentially dubious, but yeah. So I think that we have slowly been bettering our form over the last few games, and I think that showed against City. I mean, it's one of those games where form can go out the window.
Yeah.
because it's just like what an atmosphere. I don't know if you watched it or highlights or anything.
I've
but
seen some of it.
Atmosphere was just electric.
And it was the first time I feel like all season we've had a complete performance, like across
Yeah.
the board. Like fucking Milner.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
when
steps
I
in
seen
and
on
does
the
the
team
job,
sheet that he's playing right back, I'm like, oh fuck.
I think a lot of people they would have thought Milner against Foden. Here we go, but
Yeah.
that was an experienced performance from an
Absolutely.
experienced player.
Yeah,
he knew what he had
absolutely.
to do. He knew his job. He knew, and I think.
Wasn't bombing forward.
Well,
like
see, this is the
Tsimikas.
thing.
Well, he still was coming forward, but players were sliding.
I was going to say there was people filling in.
Well, we
like,
still
helping
have
out,
that
wasn't
change of system. Fabinho and Thiago like sitting in midfield.
Well, because they were worried, weren't they? Because Henderson didn't play, so Henderson usually drops in and fills that void when one of your I think Tsimikas bombs forward, but then Henderson wasn't playing, so like that kind of automatic like autopilot for Henderson to drop in there wasn't there.
Well, but having the two sitting midfielders, they obviously knew
Yeah.
what they had to do. I think that we probably would have gone into the game with a slightly more defensive mindset because it's City and how
Yeah.
unbelievable they've been. I'm a full backer of Trent, as you know.
Yeah.
But him being injured for the game, I think, worked in our favour because
Yeah.
it allowed us to play a little bit more defensively.
Yeah, well, that's what you said. Just sit in the game and
Yeah.
grind it out, and you kind
and that's
of.
what we did. And
And the other thing I was going to say, your formation. You went back to the classic 4-3-3. Firmino in the middle. Was it playing?
no, I think that we were still the 4-2-3-1.
Oh yeah.
That's to me, it seemed like Elliot was playing more forward than Thiago and
Yeah.
Fabinho were.
Yeah, definitely was.
They seemed like they were more like sitting and
Yep.
controlling the game.
Was Firmino playing the false nine though, or was he playing like an out and out striker?
I think he was out and out striker, Jota on the
Yeah,
left.
okay.
I think Elliot was sort of in behind him, and then Salah out on the right.
Yeah, okay.
But when Salah moved central is when he
Well, that's because that's
Yeah.
the only reason I asked, because I noticed Salah was central a lot, and he usually only used to find that when Firmino was in, because Firmino would pull back and Salah would kind of creep in
Yeah.
and out.
Well,
and I kept finding Salah picking the ball up in the middle, of hovering around that in the middle of the
Firmino
pitch,
playing as the 9.
allowed him.
He's still that's the way he plays.
Yeah.
he is like a false 9. He's not like a.
That's what I
like
mean,
an
man. I
out-and-out
just
9.
think that's going to get the best out of Salah.
Yeah, well,
Honestly,
it works,
I'm
didn't
honestly
it?
not
Yeah.
sold on Nunez. Like,
Different type of player, different type of system that suits him.
yeah, but I don't know. It's just something about him. I just can't It doesn't look like he's actually got the quality, like proper quality. Like when players
he might not.
when players are really good, you can kind of tell straight away. Oh shit! Like this guy. Like don't get me wrong, he scored some goals. He's got some good movement, but it's like I don't know. That's just
playing
my
in Portugal's not the Premier League.
That's
as
just
well.
my opinion on it. Like watching him play, I'm just like him compared to like when Bobby plays with Salah and stuff. Like I just feel like that's just so much better for you guys.
Probably because though that comes down to them having an understanding of playing with each other for like 5 years.
Yeah, I get
In
that.
saying that
I guess
too-
that like brushed over my point is like when he come on, like I just didn't like the
He
couple
was-
of times I've seen him play. I haven't been like, oh wow, this guy's going to be like
Darwin
red hot.
he was too interested in scoring.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Did you
Rather than
did you
playing for the
see
team.
like when he
Oh,
had
did I
like it was
see it?
3-on-1
Fuck
and he
me,
went
man.
himself? It's like, mate, you could have passed once, you could have passed twice, you could have had 3 times, and you
Just
still would have
press
scored.
triangle.
Yeah, through ball.
ball.
Cardinal
Fuck me.
sin. Yeah.
And then I was pretty sure he did it again. Oh no, he tried to cut it back, but he cut it back to the wrong
See,
player.
that was
Like,
the issue
yeah.
because the first time he was
He should have
selfish
shot the second
and he should
time.
have passed,
Yeah.
and then he obviously had that in his head. So then he's tried to pick someone on the opposite side of the box.
Yeah.
So his cameo was frustrating.
They're protecting him a lot, but you see Klopp come out a few times and say,
Yeah.
you should see him in training. He's
Yeah,
amazing," all
he
this
does.
stuff.
That's
They're
very
really
true.
protecting him, saying he needs time to adjust.
But in saying that, like you've also got to play to their strengths as well. Like we've had players before in the past, like we got Benteke, and then we went from like one of the leading crossing teams to like stone cold last the following season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
why sign
I think
Benteke
Klopp is a bit smarter than like Rodgers and fucking and all
would
that
hope
kind of
so.
stuff. But you can't just write them off after.
I totally agree. You can't. I'm not like writing him off. I'm just saying that I feel like you can almost tell after 10 games there's a little bit of a lack of quality there. Some players don't hit the ground running though.
Yeah,
but
I don't think there's I'll disagree with you there. I don't think there's a lack of quality. From what I've seen, like highlights and what he's done for us in games and stuff, I think there's quality. I just think he's had a real stop-start to the season and hasn't been able to show it. He's been in and out of the team. He got suspended for those games.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm like my point of view
Yeah,
is just
of
someone
course.
who doesn't watch every game. Like you tune in. For
Of
a
course, yeah.
To be fair, I'm not necessarily I'm kind of with you in a regard. Like I've seen a lot of his goals when he was playing in Portugal, and I was like, maybe this guy's not the right fit for us.
That's at the end of the day. It's just if you can eventually change your entire system to make that work, then it's fine. But it's
well, that's the issue.
It's a lot
isn't
of
it?
work, I think,
Yeah.
to change an entire system that you've won Champions League, you've won Premier Leagues, you've won
It's very
so
good
much
point.
shit, and now you're just going to be like, all right, well, we can't play like you literally can't play like that anymore if you're going to play him as your.
But he is young. I didn't.
How
think-
old is he?
He's 23, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, right.
I when we first got Mane, I was just like, well, I don't know about this.
Yeah, and
then-
some people just don't adapt straight away. That's
And when we
right,
signed, although Robertson wasn't a huge money signing, he was cheaping from Hull, but he hardly played for the first 12 months of his Liverpool career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he grew into the team.
I think-
Klopp's good at that. Like you'll see that he'll sign people and they don't just
And the
get
one-
chucked in. They'll grow into the team.
The one thing I'll say is unfair on a player when they come into a team and don't perform like that is their price tag, because they don't
Yeah.
choose that price tag.
No.
No,
No.
exactly.
And you get, and as soon as you get that lumped on you, you're then
It's that constant
Well, like he
comparison
come
to
into the
Haaland
Premier
too.
League being like him and Haaland going at it. Like, yeah, as a player, you're probably
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, like this is sick. But like at the same time, there's so much pressure that comes with that. Like
It is.
you're going into Liverpool, who's like Champions League winners, Premier League winners, and you're going to have to now play as like against one of their best
That's it, yeah.
strikers and compare yourself to him. You're constantly getting compared
That
to him.
comparison-
And
Harrison was
Haaland's
just-
off to a flyer as
and
well.
he's off to a flyer.
Fuck off, you
Yeah,
bitch.
he's off to a flyer. Darwin's not. So now he's like trying to catch up, and that probably weighs into why he took
Yeah.
that shot when it was round one. He should have
Oh,
the assist.
definitely. But like that comparison just comes back to like Liverpool and City have been neck and neck in everything.
Yeah.
So it's, when they both sign a big
At the
name,
same
big money
time.
striker, it's obviously going to be like compare. But
And all the talk I see is from United supporters.
yeah, well,
Yeah, they love a chat. United supporters love
Hey,
a
Sam
chat.
Sherwood.
Just
You just
bottom
need
dwellers.
to, you just need to zip it every now and then.
But,
I mean,
um,
we can't talk, but anyway.
but just
Hey,
to,
you're on the top now.
to
top
just
faders.
briefly like get back to the game and finish it off.
Sorry,
yeah.
mate.
No, that's all right. Love going off on a tangent. Yeah, the first 45 I thought was very even.
Yep.
Second 45, they come out and were like, we defended a lot more. They had a lot more control of the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a piece of Mo brilliance like that.
That was a good
Everyone's
goal,
talking
man.
about that Cancelo like.
Oh, that's what I forgot to ask you about.
Mistake,
Yeah,
but,
the
like,
goal
what
that got
about
ruled
the-
out. What
goal-
about that?
The VAR decision, yeah.
Look,
Like phase of play? It can go either way, I think.
well, the thing that would frustrate City fans, I think, is that judging off. It's sort of like when Old Mate got sent off against you guys
In the North London derby.
Yeah, the North
Yeah.
London derby. That didn't seem like a fair call for how the game was being reffed.
Yep.
That felt similar in this game. But a lot of I think Dermot Gallagher, who's an ex-Premier
Yeah,
League
yeah.
referee, was
Yeah.
saying that if they hadn't have ruled it out for the Haaland shirt tug on Fabinho, they would have ruled it out because Haaland kicked the ball out of Alisson's hands.
Yeah, I did say that. See,
Yeah.
they had Dion Dublin disagree because he thought that the striker got there first. I think it was Darren Bent.
Yeah,
was the
it's
other
one of those ones where the keeper, like, it seems like a bit protected.
It's another.
but,
I think that's another very.
They are protected.
Yeah.
Another very 50-50 one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
but like
overall-
when there's two challenges that like are sort of fouls
Yeah,
or
yeah.
thereabouts, it's probably a fair thing for the goal to be called out. And to be honest, like, we haven't had them go for us lately.
We did
so
last week,
for
so
one
we
to go
got it
in
this
our,
week.
go in our way, like, fuck yeah,
Well,
great.
as a neutral watching, if you're saying it was the way the game was going, you could understand if it was allowed to go. I didn't watch the game, just watched that little highlight.
yeah,
Straight away, I said foul.
yeah, that's exactly
Fabinho
right.
stops,
Yeah,
turns, just gets dragged down.
Exactly.
And that
Yeah.
fully opens up for the goal.
Yeah.
And not only does it,
So you got to take it as it is, which I think
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
a foul.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
a foul.
Michael
Got
Owen
it right.
raised the point that he goes, like, at what point do you keep coming back? Like,
yeah. How
far
far can you
phase
go?
of-
Like when
phase
does the
of play.
phase of play start and finish? Yeah,
But yeah.
No, I agree. It was a foul. Yeah, 100% watching.
But then, like, I don't know. The reason that Klopp got red carded.
Oh, how good was that when he was like, come on, give it to me, fuck you, and then just walked off.
And I was just as ropeable as Klopp in my lounge room watching it.
But to be fair, did you see him abuse the touchy? I think he touched him too.
He apologised after.
Yeah,
he said, "I know I look like a
kept going
maniac."
on with his point.
But yeah,
The silver challenge on Salah, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Isn't
like,
that what-
But that was a clear foul. That was a clear foul.
That's what I was saying. I was losing my head. Like, what the fuck? And the touchy is right there.
Yeah.
I know.
And he's just like, or whatever you call it, the linesman.
You brain
Yeah.
dead
And he just does nothing. Like, Silva literally hung onto Salah's shirt, wrestled him to, like, Salah
Yeah, he, like,
ran
reefed him
for like
down.
a good 5, 6, 7 yards before he got pulled down
Yeah.
by him. And I'm thinking, oh, cool, free kick.
Yeah, because doesn't
nothing.
dive.
Nah.
Yeah.
So how can
He
you?
hasn't
Klopp-
dived for once in his career, and he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't get it.
Actually tried to say.
I like this guy.
When you watch next week,
Mate, he's going to be on a platform diving, isn't he?
But yeah, that was, I lost my head too in that
And
moment.
Bernardo, that little rat, was just like,
Oh, how good is it? He pisses me off so much. He whinge all the fucking time. How good is it to like see the look on his face when they've lost?
Who was it? Robertson almost pushed him over too.
yeah, Robbo's a little
Robbo
bit of a
loves
fucking
it.
angry.
We miss that's maybe the difference in the Liverpool team getting the win is Robertson coming back.
Yeah,
well-
I think there's a class
There's
difference
the
between
first
him
clean
and
sheet
Simicast.
in how long?
Yeah.
All season, I think.
And it's the day Robertson comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9-0,
No,
2-0.
I do agree. I do agree. He made a massive difference.
Oh yeah,
there.
yeah. Sorry, I was talking about Premier League.
He might have been out of
9-0.
form when he left the team, but he's come back in. He looked sharp.
Yes,
Yeah,
very good point.
But yeah, the Cancelo, like the kick out from Allison for our goal. Everyone's talking about, like, yes, Cancelo made a mistake by trying to step into it, but how about the strength of Mo to hold him off, take that touch to set himself
Yeah.
up, and then the fucking finish.
The finish was glorious.
Oh,
yeah.
what a goal, man!
Just missed one earlier.
Yeah.
Because Edison did save it.
didn't even get a
but then
fucking
this
corner.
one you see him pop it
Oh,
up
that's
a
one when
little bit
Edison got
higher.
right out to him, eh?
Yeah.
That was a great save.
And just got a
that was
tap.
you got
Great
to
save.
give
Great
hats
save.
off to that save.
Oh, that was a
To get-
fantastic
to get
save.
that close and then still.
When
get
you're the
a hand.
keeper in that situation, you're pissed off if they give you a goal kick.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I fucking made a save, bro.
Yeah.
Give me the credit.
The assist,
You just throw it up there,
the assist
eh?
is fantastic, but that assist,
Yeah.
like, you look at Salah, he's probably 15 yards behind the halfway line when he
Yeah.
kicks it.
Yeah.
He's
But he
15 yards in
knows,
front
like
of
he
him by the
knows
time he
every
gets
single
there, and
time,
it's a
all right,
perfect
maybe I
assist,
shouldn't
so-
drop back.
Yeah.
And he hovers. And like you see it all the time, and it's like when we get caught out, you're like, fuck, why didn't you come back? But yeah, I was like,
I love those fucking counter-attacking goals.
Oh yeah, they're great to
That
watch.
we do. Like when
Scoring off
we used to
corners and
score
stuff.
all the time off corners, just this quick fucking break.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, they're exciting.
Yeah.
They're so fucking exciting.
against
to watch.
Arsenal, Man United,
You
like
see it a lot these
they're
days because
big goals, you know?
defenders are attackers a lot of the
Yeah,
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The high
You
press.
don't just have a back four wall.
Yeah.
No, it's not like the
No.
old days. Yeah.
No, it's a high press and it's bang, 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 and then they're on it. Yeah.
Pushing forward, and then you got someone like Cancelo who arguably could be a midfielder.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Not saying he's a
Agreed.
bad defender, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah,
making
for sure.
Little errors like that.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, well.
cracking game, great result
Great
for
result.
us.
Great result for you. Great result for us.
for everyone.
Fantastic.
But tell you what, won't mean anything unless we keep on with.
Well, that's what
Yeah.
I was going to ask. Is this like let's use for you guys? You've got to hope that this isn't like you're 9-0 and then just back
Who's
to.
who's
No,
next?
no. This,
know what I
this,
mean?
This has got to be a
West Ham,
springboard,
so-
eh? Absolutely.
I think different sort of game of the Bournemouth game because they were pretty trash in the start of the season.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I agree.
I feel like this is like, this is one of those games that fires you
Yeah.
up.
It's honestly, it's our best result for as long as I can think. Like,
Yeah.
like well into last season as well. Like,
Yeah.
this has been.
No,
Yeah.
it was
Well-
a cracking game and a great result, and
We'll move on.
better than getting done 6-0.
That's true. That's true. We'll move on to the league leaders. Brooksy, what do you reckon, mate?
Scraping through there, boys.
Yeah, mate,
Leeds,
you got to
you know,
scrape through.
that's-
Sometimes
you do. We
you
said
have
that.
to scrape through.
Leeds United 0, Arsenal 1, and that was just a pure scrap fest, which is what you need. I know what it feels like to be beef watching Tottenham every week now. wouldn't fucking recommend it to anyone. Look,
No
to be
doubt.
honest, as I said to you earlier, I think that was a bit of a hangover from Europe. We played like 2 days before that, and you could tell it took
a
us a
bit
while to
tired.
warm up into that game. Yeah.
Out in Norway on.
Yeah, we went to the
AstroTurf.
Arctic Circle on AstroTurf. Like, I don't think any European team has won there like away. Like so, no European team has won at their ground in I don't know how
long.
long.
They were 14 wins unbeaten.
Yeah,
I think in the last 14.
It's it'd be a hard place to play.
Like just in terms purely Premier League fixtures, like massive
Yeah,
game
we
against
Tottenham,
Liverpool. Yeah, Tottenham, Liverpool.
Away to
and then,
Bodo
like,
Glimt in the Arctic
yeah,
Circle,
and then
and
suddenly
then 3 days later
Leeds.
turn around playing Leeds, and Leeds were
And it showed.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Leeds were
They got up for that game.
They were up
They
for a
smelled blood
massive-
straight away, and you could tell they were a different team.
yeah, they were.
Bamford's back playing.
Yeah,
Well,
they were
missing.
He was off the bench.
Bamford,
He was off the bench. They started with Rodrigo at the top, and he was like, I think he started up top. But I mean, we like warmed into the game. To be honest, to be fair, not only let's forget the fact that we also just come back after 3-day turnaround. We got 2 minutes into the game. They postponed it for 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's right.
40 minutes.
VAR issues, wasn't it?
Yeah, so they had like a blackout or something. They couldn't
Yeah.
get in contact.
Play
I mean, in all fairness, no, lucky they didn't.
lucky.
Because how many
Red
VAR?
card stands.
Like there was so much shit that went on. So, I mean, yeah, and yet you can't play on because it ruins the integrity of the league.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
one team.
You can't have it.
VAR doesn't.
No, if everyone gets the benefit of the doubt.
89th minute, VAR saves it.
Yeah, exactly. So Saka scored that goal. He scored. Oh,
Yeah,
cracker. Cracking
Just-
finish.
the finish.
Just before that,
Oh.
The assist from Rodrigo.
Odegaard's through balls lately.
Yeah.
De Bruyne-esque, if I say so.
Yeah.
They have been.
I'm not saying he's up there, but he's getting there.
He's a quality player.
He's great.
Yeah.
He's really starting to come out of his shell for
Yeah.
us.
Well,
really
he's been
starting
good
to,
since he was a teenager.
play with confidence and put those through balls in, and
Yeah.
Saka just banging it into the
Yeah,
top.
well, they asked Saka after the game, like
It was a cross, wasn't it?
how'd that interplay go? And he said as soon as Martin got the ball, he's like, I knew where I had to go, and he goes, and I knew I'd get the ball. So he was like, I already had the scenario in my head of what was going to happen. So, and then he just put that like top corner, tight angle, like
Do you reckon they just? Sorry, do you reckon
Incredible
that they
finish.
call him Martin?
I don't know, eh?
Like, hey Martin, would you pass me the ball, or is,
I
is he
call him-
Oods or Marty or something?
I call him Martin. I don't know. How do you shorten Odegaard? Like, what do you- maybe that's what they call him.
it's just yeah, it's a very
It reminds me of the chef from Sesame Street.
it's a very formal name.
Odegaard. The one where the spaghetti attacks him.
Oh dear lord! I just wanted to say it's a formal name, and next minute we're talking
look
about
where that's
spaghetti,
gone.
killer spaghetti. I don't know.
So they were awarded a penalty in, was it the start of the second half? It was, wasn't it? Because I feel like we got to the break 1-0, which was good. We held on. Second half, they were all over us. I feel like that's where our legs started to let us down a bit. They brought Bamford on for Rodrigo, and he just started causing havoc straight away. To be fair, though, we were giving the ball away so cheap. Like they were.
Saliba handball it was in the box.
That's right, Saliba handball, which is fair enough. Like you could tell, he knew straight away when it hit him
That's
that
it.
it was.
Is that the one that Bamford pulled wide?
Yeah. So I feel like you might slate me because Ramsdale. I said last week he's not been that crash hot. Oh my God! Didn't he have a blinder that second
man
half?
of the match.
Oh, easily man of the match. Some of the saves he pulled off were incredible. He saved one with his nuts. That was impressive.
One thing I will say, and I don't like saying this, it's not just to jump on the Arsenal hate in place of Ethan, but I fucking hate it when
Here we go.
like Bamford misses and all Ramsdale does is run over and yell in his face.
Yeah,
after.
Ramsdale did fucking nothing. man.
No. See, I disagree there massively.
Yeah,
Because as a keeper, he's waited for him to make that decision. He's picked the right way. He's gone low. I feel like he's very close, if that's in, to stopping it because he's picked it already.
I'm not talking about if he'd save it or if it was good
and-
from him or not. I'm saying to like get up someone like that. It's just a bit like disrespectful.
Why?
Because I just think it's disrespectful.
What's disrespectful about it? You just missed a penalty. Suck shit.
Well, there's no need to be a fuckwit about it.
He's not being a fuckwit.
Yeah, he
You've
is.
seen Wine the Leeds fan. He winds every fan up. It's just who he is.
I just think
his
it's a bit of a
character.
dick move. That's all. I just remember watching it and thinking that's a bit of a dick move, and I wanted to
We're
say
back
it.
here again.
Like, I don't understand. Like, if Allison did that, you'd be like, yeah, but he was fired
I
up.
wouldn't.
Like, he was really in the game. Like, he just, it's
okay.
infield. Like,
Okay.
Ali's
it's like,
heaps nice.
it's
Okay.
like anyway. I'm just, my point was that I think that he forced Bamford to try and pull that wider because he's seen him go the right way and he's seen him go low. He's got no choice there to pull it wider. He's missed it.
Yeah, Bamford should have been better.
And a couple of good saves also throughout the match.
Yeah, a
Clean
couple of
sheet.
great saves. And the last point, so Gabriel. Actually, no, before that, we'll go. They had a goal overturned.
Yep.
I think that was a good bit of smart defending by Gabriel. I don't know if you guys seen it. It was like a nudge in the back. And Bamford scored, but he
Yeah.
like slightly leant on Gabriel as he went in. Now, in my opinion, that's Gabriel being smart because he went up and he knew that ball was past him. So he's like, you see him lurch forward
So
like
that's
he's
the
being
defender's
pushed.
dive is what you're saying?
I think it was, man, and I think it paid off. Like because when I was looking, I'm like, that's a,
Yeah.
It's just risky though.
It's
you
one
know?
of those
Oh,
ones that if you feel a push in the back,
You go down.
If you give it with it and they are pushing that little bit,
Yeah.
it's going to look like they're pushing you
Yeah.
all the way, which is I think is what happened. He's pushed him down,
yeah.
went down, and
I think
no goal,
you say
play
it's
on.
risky, right? But it doesn't matter there because the ball's already beaten Gabriel, and he knew it. He knew
I'm
the
just
ball was
saying,
past
like,
him.
It's like I think you should just always try and play the ball.
Yeah,
Play
but
the man,
he
you
is.
know what I
He
mean?
is right, but the ball's there and he's already jumped for it. He knows he's not going to get there. He feels the contact in the back. He goes forward, goes over. Like, it doesn't matter what he does after the ball's over his head. Like, he
Yeah.
can, like, turn around and go to chase it. Bamford's still going to score. I just think it was if that's what he did, I think it was smart.
Cheating the
A lot of people have been bagging on Gabriel this year, like saying he's not crash hot. He was second behind Ramsdale for man of the match on the weekend. I think he won 8 out of his 9 duels. He won 3 from 3 tackles, 2 from 2 aerial duels. He's got a mistake in him, right? But I seen someone put something on Twitter the other day. What people don't understand is he's the guy that steps up. He's the one that cuts the channels and stuff like that. Saliba is kind of behind him, mopping up after that. So if he makes a mistake, which he's likely to do because he's got to come forward.
Then you can,
Well, that's what a partnership's for, isn't it? One,
you can make
one
up
does
for
the
it though
dirty
as
work.
You or me, no, mate. We had one of the
that's
best partnerships at Colo Cougars all age 3. Hey, Figos. Oh, come on, mate.
No, it was good.
It was. Like the Black Gate.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
Mordor.
Mordor.
really, really slow to open.
Yeah. And then right at the end, obviously, this is where Gabriel gets his bad name. He got clearly fouled. Obviously, everyone's seen he got clearly fouled, and he had that little lash out. Would not advise to do that again, Gabriel. Please, just keep your feet to yourself. It's fine, mate. Don't worry about it.
A little lash out in the 89th minute when you're 1-0. Luckily,
Oh.
luckily I say, because we didn't play great. They played well, so we were luckily up.
It screams
1-0
Koscielny.
in the box. You've just been fouled.
Yeah.
You're on the. Don't put your fucking leg
I
up.
know, I know.
Your studs are up here. Sure, Bamford did probably one of the worst dives we've seen
Oh,
in a
it was
long
terrible.
time. Looked like he got
Atrocious,
shot
wasn't
from
it?
friggin'
I hope he's all
the
right.
stand.
Yeah, he did. He looked like he snapped his femur or something, eh?
Yeah, done
I
his
hope he's
neck.
not all right.
That's what I was saying.
Whiplash.
Saying to you boys, like, do you reckon, surely you've watched that back and you just look at yourself and you're like,
You should be fucking embarrassed.
Yeah, like
you
that.
should be ashamed
That
of
probably
yourself.
was pretty
Yeah.
or does he look at that and go, "Oh, I was trying my best to win a foul," like
Looked at that
whatever.
and said,
know.
"Oh well,
Looks in the mirror.
Gabriel got my goal disallowed."
Yeah, like,
by
Fuck it.
giving it over a little bit too easy. I'm going to try it on him. But no.
yeah, no.
Very lucky there. If Bamford's, 6 inches closer, and
Exactly.
cops a
That's
little bit
a-
of contact with that boot.
Yeah.
That's a red. That's a penalty.
And as you said,
Yeah, but he'd
Figos,
already missed.
they yellowed Gabriel. They took the red away, first of all. So they gave him a red and a penalty.
Yeah.
Went to the screen, overturned it, but then come back, rescinded the red and gave a yellow.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
And we were saying, like, how can you give a yellow and not a
in the
penalty?
box.
Yeah, if it's a foul, if it's not a penalty, then it should be a yellow card to Bamford for diving and
Yeah.
Yep.
a free kick to
100%.
Arsenal.
It should have been a yellow card to Bamford,
Bamford,
in my
yeah.
opinion. The only thing I said I can put it down to is that it's like
Unsportsman conduct
Yeah,
or
it's unsportsmanlike what
Yeah.
he did. We just didn't make contact with him, which is still I don't think I've ever seen a yellow
it's
given
a
for
weird
that.
one. And if they've given a penalty and then taken it away because they're like, oh, there was no contact, Bamford dive, then why isn't he given a yellow card?
Yeah, well,
Absolutely.
that's
Like,
exactly
doesn't make
right.
any
Yeah.
sense.
Nah,
You do it twice in
Consistency.
5
Yeah.
games, you get a red.
Yeah,
I suppose, what it could have been, like you said, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah.
Same way, like dissent to the ref in the box
Yep.
Yeah.
wouldn't be a penalty.
yeah, I guess so.
Still gonna
That
get a
could be
yellow.
right. Yeah,
You're in the box.
Yeah, you've
So
committed
I'm
a foul,
assuming
but
that's what's
not
happened
a
because-
foul on someone else.
yeah. Anyway, we stay top. We're now 4 points clear at the top. City behind us.
Yeah, big points dropped there by City. That's
Yeah.
That's good.
Anyway, we'll take a quick break and we'll come back with the rest of the fixtures of last week. All right, moving on to the rest of the week's fixtures. We had Brentford 2, Brighton 0. Ivan Toney with a double there.
Yep,
Didn't
got the
say it.
brace.
He's given the England call up a big shout, isn't he?
I thought that Brentford would get it done at home.
You did say that, yeah.
Brighton would be disappointed, obviously. Like they're doing really well, but
You used all their
Not there.
special against us, the priests.
well, they only got a draw though. So
Still.
Wolves 1, Nottingham Forest 0.
so about that, did anyone see the Forest tweet before the game?
I did.
Oh, I did. Yeah, they were patting the Wolves.
So for context, when Diego Costa signed for Forest, the photo shoot was him like holding on to like some wolves, and then sorry, when he signed for Wolves, not Forest, because that wouldn't make sense. So anyway, then Forest have put up a tweet of one of their players sitting down with like wolf puppies, petting them. It's playtime.
Playtime.
Yeah. So that's what you don't do.
That's
you
exactly
do that
when
sort
you're
of
at the other end of the
banter.
league, eh?
You do that banter after the game,
Yeah.
not
Proceeding
before.
unfortunate
Even then-
events, they call that.
So yeah.
So
Well, looking good for
what we're
Forest.
saying is suck shit Nottingham Forest.
Yeah. See ya.
And
Apparently-
they are gone.
They are gone. They
Young
are
Twitter admin, and they got in trouble for it.
Oh, really?
Steve Cooper had a word to him.
Really?
Said you can't be doing
Oh,
that.
come on. That's a bit
Fuck
rough.
this.
No, I reckon that's
Honestly,
fucked.
that,
I'd be
that
pissed off.
fires a team up. If
100%.
someone from Wolves just happens to check their phone or something before the game
Yeah.
and sees that, they go, nah.
If it
we're
comes
not,
off,
we're not copping that.
if it comes off, it's red hot. If
I
it
was going to
doesn't,
lose, but now I'm not.
Honestly, it gives you that extra little bit of-
absolutely.
Yeah,
fire.
definitely. And I think the Wolves players come out and said that it did.
Yeah.
It fired them up.
well,
to
it's
get the
like
win.
Ivan Toney when he said nice kickabout with the fellas
that's
after the
right. You
Arsenal
see it
game. The next game we
100%.
were
You
like,
see it
this
all the
bloke is
time.
going
Yeah,
to get it.
definitely.
You see Pep on the weekend start rolling up.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Anfield.
I thought to
Do
him
not
myself,
Get
yeah.
Anfield buzzing like
Yeah.
you did.
Like Arteta
Yeah,
did.
well,
Remember Arteta did it?
as well.
Fired up
That's
and just
right.
shot us in the foot
Yeah.
massively
Yeah.
when he went Klopp on the sideline.
Pep does that every time he comes to Anfield.
Yeah.
They've only beaten us once there, and it was behind closed doors
Yeah.
in the COVID season. So since then,
Well, I mean, I do like it. It's good
Yeah,
for the game. Like when he's
great-
lining
great
up,
to
going,
watch. Yeah.
yelling, "This
Great
is
to watch.
Anfield." I'm just like, "Oh, this is red hot."
yeah. But you're right. You're just
You don't
giving-
do it at Anfield.
you're
That's one
giving
place I would
ammunition
not do it.
to the other team and the other team supporters
Yeah.
to get more rolled up and more wanting.
Like, because
it.
But
Anfield,
we see that and we're like, yeah.
it's a cauldron as it
So you're
is.
telling me there's a chance.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
But yeah,
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
Forest, I agree. Forest are not looking good, especially after signing all of like two
Spending
squads.
How much money?
Yeah,
Nah, they're gone, man. They're gone.
not good. Not good.
Speaking of gone, Leicester 0, Crystal Palace 0. I mean, they got the draw. I think. Why do I feel like they should have won this game? Was I right in saying that?
Palace have been underwhelming for mine.
Yeah.
I feel like they started and you
Yeah.
sort of thought, oh, this is a good Palace team.
Yeah.
Blair's in charge, and then I kept looking at the table and they just kept kind of a draw.
Yeah, well, they had them rough
a
fixtures
couple of
too.
points. Yeah, true, but like
But that you're
I
right,
just
they
feel
haven't
like
really.
we were giving them too much credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave them a lot of credit at the start of the year.
Yeah, so do I.
I think for us too, because they beat us last year. I think
that's
they beat
like
us and
where it
drew
came
with
from
us,
for me
and we
as
were
well,
like,
yeah.
"Oh yeah, they're pretty good," but they're actually rubbish. So
Vieira knows all our secrets.
yeah, like, but Leicester, like, I don't know, man.
Nah.
I think Brendan Rodgers is going to stay there because I purely don't think there's anyone out there of his caliber that will replace him at Leicester.
Yeah, well, there's good managers available, but whether or not they want to go there or
Yeah,
not.
and I'm gonna put it out there, say he's a good manager. I don't think he has the funds. I think the other thing too, right, is he's got the attacking prowess. Like he's got Maddison, Vardy can score goals. We know he can.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of sorting his back, like his defense out. Like
Yeah.
that, they'd probably be happy with that clean
Oh,
sheet.
as
there.
you say, like just don't lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't lose the next one. That's it. Just,
I mean, they're 19th on the table, 5 points from 10 games. Not looking good. Who have they got next?
but who is above him? There's 4 people on 9 points above him. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
You got Leeds.
So they can,
Yeah,
like,
but that's the thing,
with a
like-
win, they can bounce pretty high.
Well, with a win, they can still be in the relegation zone.
Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
No,
I'm not.
They're on 5.
Oh, they're on 5.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was looking at 8.
Yeah.
You never know. They might scrap it out till World Cup. They might come back.
Oh, I feel like a lot of
after.
teams are going to be thinking like, hang on to World Cup,
Yeah.
like regroup, second half of the season, do their
But
business.
that could also be the time where a lot of management comes in and just goes, all right, we've got a bit of a break here. Get a new manager.
We're going to
Well.
Dubai for a mini preseason.
Well, we're going to Dubai.
No, are you?
Ethan
Yeah.
Payne?
No. Like where? Sorry to disappoint. No,
Wow.
Arsenal.
I thought
apparently-
that was the end of season.
Apparently, we're going training camp in Dubai, so that as soon as the players finish, at the World Cup, they only have a short flight to
Oh, yeah,
Dubai
of course,
and then join like the
Back to
pre-season
training.
straight away. Yeah, straight back into it.
No training into training.
No rest for the wicked, mate. Fulham 2, Bournemouth 2. Mitrovic returns and starts banging them back in again.
Back on the score sheet.
Back on the score sheet. To be honest, I don't think that's a bad result for Bournemouth to go away to Craven Cottage and pull a draw.
Probably not a bad result.
Like, where
for
are they?
Either team. 10th.
Bournemouth are 10th, yeah.
Since we trounced them 9-0, they've just done great.
Yeah, we said that last week.
Yeah.
Should I say it again this week?
Yeah.
Gary O'Neill doing a great job. Yeah, mate, Gary O'Neill. He's flying. And I said you can't do anything with an interim manager, assistant manager. That's what fucking Gary O'Neill is. He was assistant
He's just been given it full time.
Yeah, he just got,
right.
they just got him in and he's just done wonders.
I wonder what Scott's thinking. Scotty Parker.
Scotty Parker, oh well.
Probably like, fuck
He's
you,
probably
Bournemouth.
he's probably sniffing around Leicester and whatnot.
Yeah.
Nottingham Forest.
Just hanging out at the front
Probably
gate.
out the front gate.
You guys want a 9-0?
Thank God we didn't have to talk in depth about this team this week. Tottenham 2, Everton 0.
Yeah, I hate talking about Everton.
Yeah, nice. You want to talk about soft penalties? Harry Kane.
Oh.
That was the fucking biggest dive I've ever seen.
Yeah. Abysmal.
Can we concur on that? Are you going to agree?
I didn't watch the game.
I thought it was no softer than Jesus's.
I knew you were going to say that, but it was.
Well,
'cause
yeah.
There was no contact. There was no
know.
contact on Harry Kane.
They were both 0 out of 0.
There was no contact on Harry Kane. Let's just make that clear. Anyway,
Well,
Tottenham.
to offer the other point of view,
Why do we have to offer another point of view?
I don't know, just to keep things fair.
Why? He's not here.
I was just
He's probably out there actually listening to the talk.
Spurs will be happy because they keep on getting results,
Oh, yeah. Like,
so they're still
no doubt.
hanging on there. So they'll be
Like
stoked
a
with that.
grubbier Arsenal.
As I said, like, I couldn't hack winning like that every week. Like, yeah, they got the second one this week, but them 1-0s, man, they're not good for your heart.
Nah.
On Everton, they look like they were like Lampard was building something. They were starting to get draws. I think they got a win, and then
Couple of losses.
yeah, now they're sort of going back. I mean, they've had United and
going
Tottenham.
They were
But,
building off defence, weren't they?
Yeah, they do have a good
the best
defence.
or second
They
best
do. They
Yeah.
have
in the
the
league.
second best behind City, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Connor Cody in the middle
hopefully
there.
get
Like,
relegated
he's
like
playing
that.
well.
Yeah,
Who's Tarkovsky?
yeah, Tarkovsky.
They're good signings for Everton.
Yeah.
And, like, we say it every week, but Tottenham's probably not the team they're trying to beat right now.
No.
They would have liked to go there and get a result, but it's not
No.
the teams that they need to beat. Let's be fair.
And Tottenham doing well. Like those
I know.
on the
They're,
ladder, unfortunately,
they're hanging on there.
level with City now.
yeah.
Goal difference. The only
Well, yeah,
difference
that's
there,
true,
but they
yeah.
are level with.
Yeah, the
the
only
best team
thing
in the world,
that's
so-
one thing
Yeah.
too is that could let them down is goal difference.
Yeah.
Like if they keep banging 1-0s, but yeah, their best start, our best start in top flight history, their best start in top
Yeah.
flight history.
Well, there you go.
I heard someone say the other day, like it's very rare, like to be winning like up there in the league as we are right now. It's very rare that you get 3 teams to get like one of their best starts ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's kudos to all 3 teams that are up
Yeah,
there. Like
definitely.
that have been able to start the season.
Well,
so
we're
red
saying,
hot.
like,
because everyone says, "Oh, you've only beat so and so, you've only beaten so and so." I was like, "Yeah, but
still gotta get
you've
the
still
points.
got the points." Like, you know what I mean?
You have to get the points, yeah.
Yeah, you start your season like 10 games, 27 points. That's insane, man.
Oh, you take that every single fucking
Yeah,
year.
like-
And we-
every year.
That's a great start. And we were saying, like at the start of the season, we were like, it's going to be an open season. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's been good.
yeah,
Well, hopefully for us, that's the start of Arteta brushing it with the big dogs.
yeah.
Your
Well,
Pep and
yeah,
Conte.
100%, mate.
Yeah.
He's up there with
100%.
them right now, so hopefully
And
it's
you get
the
a
start
few of the
him sticking with
pundits
them.
coming in saying, at what point do you give Arsenal credibility?
Yeah,
a lot of
well,
them are starting to talk about
Still,
that,
as
so-
an Arsenal fan, you still like. I've still got this
Yeah.
feeling in the bottom of my gut that come Christmas time, because we know what happens at Christmas time, Boxing Day, it like all goes to shit.
Well, you're not
Yeah.
Liverpool. We're the only ones that seem to
And
lose
the
from
and the
there.
last time we got off to a start that was, I think we were 1 point behind, that was 07, 08, I think, with like the team of like youngsters with Fabregas and stuff like that, and we were flying all the way to Christmas, and then it just fell in a screaming heap.
Well, unfortunately for us, same as it has been for the last probably 2 years, one injury to either Party or Xhaka.
Yeah,
That's
very
what I was
true.
gonna
We're
say.
in trouble.
Yeah.
That would be
hopefully.
yeah.
I've seen the Cronkies have apparently come out and said that they've got some cash for us in the January window.
Yeah.
apparently
We're going to need it.
defensive midfielder.
Yeah, for
straight
sure.
away.
Because that's what I was going to say. My only fear if I was an Arsenal fan would be like you've got a really good 11, you've got a decent bench, but your squad isn't
No, yeah.
super big and full of quality.
not
that
at all.
if you do
Goes the same for
suspension,
the-
injury,
It's got quality,
outfall-
just not the quality in the very positions that are super needed. Like we don't have cover for Tommy and for Thomas Partey and Granit Xhaka.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We don't, and we
It's
don't
a little bit thin.
and we don't have like. And you want quality, like you don't want. As much as I love Mo El Neni, you don't want Mo El Neni. You
that's
want
right.
better than Mo.
You want him just backing up
Yeah.
for a couple of weeks, maybe.
Yeah.
I like that. We
the
went
cup
from
games.
Tottenham to Arsenal. That's
But
so-
on Tottenham, I feel they're
we just
exactly
said
the same.
no. yeah, no, yeah, you're
just,
right.
Just an injury or two away, and
Yeah.
then you got City that could have fucking 12.
Well, you look,
Yeah.
they had a couple injuries last week and they played 9 defenders. Like, you don't
Yeah.
want that at all.
Yeah, and that's whereas City could lose 11 players and,
And
still
just
put
still
out
feel
an
a world-class
11 that could
side.
win the league.
Yeah.
Well, they have their best centre back like sitting on the bench, Laporte. I reckon he's
Yeah.
their
Yeah,
best
he's-
back by
Well,
far.
he was in our team of the, like
Yeah,
when we
yeah.
Yeah.
made
And then they
best
still
11.
got like Akanji, Stones.
yeah.
Like I'm probably missing more. Like
Yeah.
that's 4 centre halves that could get into any team in the league.
Yeah,
This is why I hate
agreed.
I'm
all
not
right.
any other reasons.
Moving on, Aston Villa 0, Chelsea 2.
Yeah,
Chelsea
doing things.
It's a bit
unfortunately.
concerning because I was like happy because I thought like Chelsea this year is like one of those teams we're just not going to have to worry about.
Yeah.
Like even if they do beat us or whatever, we're not going to have to worry about them in the league. They're going to be shit, and then like great.
Chelsea for me is the Norwich of like the top of the table.
Yeah,
Norwich
right.
just yo-yos up and down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Chelsea either win.
Yeah.
They do this constantly.
Yeah,
They
true.
go up, down, sack a manager,
Yeah.
go down, win, up, down. And they look like they're back on the way up, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think Graham Potter's just gone there and gone there and allowed
Popper Potter.
as I think they look like a more relaxed out. Like you look at Mason Mount, like
Well, they probably
he
are.
was playing
Tuchel
like-
seemed pretty uptight.
Yeah, he was
man.
playing like trash under Tuchel, and then like now you got him. You got him. You got Gallagher.
Germans.
Like, what's their striker's name? Or
Aubameyang.
Not Aubameyang.
not Aubameyang.
Say
Hey, did Chelsea have a
Who's
striker?
who's the other one?
Havertz, he plays up there a
Havertz,
bit,
yeah,
yeah.
he's playing well. Like they just look like they're playing football that they enjoy now.
And Graham Potter's had a glow up.
Hasn't he ever? It's amazing what a fade and a beard can do to a man.
yeah, they asked him about his glow up, and he said, "Yeah, everyone's saying that, but all I did was when I got a haircut where the lads get them, and it costs way more than I expected."
We can fucking afford it.
100%, yeah. Well, this is another like strange result. I didn't pick this. Man United 0, Newcastle 0.
I thought there'd be goals in that.
Yeah, for sure. But
What's the first time they've got Newcastle have got points at Old Trafford since 2007?
yeah, right. That's
Yeah,
well, I
okay.
guess that's a
Their run at Old Trafford is terrible. I think
That's
it's
a
like
plus for them.
one or two wins in like 25 games.
Yet again, Newcastle will be happier with that than United.
Did anyone see the Ronaldo goal where
Saw that.
with the free kick debacle?
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
I didn't look too far into it, but it's one of those things that I don't think it should be a goal,
Yeah.
in my opinion. It's one of those in the spirit of the game things.
Yeah.
He runs up, just taps it, and then the carry on afterwards. Thinking like,
did you see him swarm
Yeah.
the fucking ref?
all of them?
Oh, yeah.
He disappeared in the middle of the field. I'm like, how can this be? How's no one like he
No goal from
instantly yellowed Ronaldo because he was going off.
United have done that forever. Ferguson, like, literally used to say,
tell his players
you're
do
not
it."
going to change the referee's mind on that call, but
Yeah.
if you are in his ear and surround him and abuse
Yeah.
him,
The
the
next
next
one.
call,
Yeah.
you'll probably get.
And you guess who was the first one there?
Who?
Fernandez. Screaming.
I don't know if
Howling.
I don't know if him or Silver is a more. Just,
Fernandez is
piece of
worse.
shit
Fernandez is 100% worse.
You reckon?
Yeah, for sure.
maybe it's just because of the Liverpool City rivalry, but like Silver just does my
Nah,
head in.
I'm telling you, next time you play United, you'll come back and you'll be like, nah, Fernandez,
Yeah.
done.
Can we
He's a
hate them
grub.
both equally?
But like the only thing I'll say is it could have been given because the whistle blows
Yeah.
and he kicks it, but
Yeah.
you can tell he's kicking it, not thinking the whistle's going to get blown. He's not looking at the ref or anything like that, and it's almost simultaneous as he does it. So
Yeah, he was being a
I'm
prick.
happy for that to be ruled out.
I'm happy for the ref to take complete control there and say, no,
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm in charge of this game.
Yeah. Didn't
I-
have to,
play wasn't started or whatever
Yeah.
happened. That's
No
up to the ref.
VAR, no bullshit
if
like
the
that.
ref in his mind sitting there going, if he gets
was
this,
refreshing,
it's a fucking
eh?
goal.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there watching Ronaldo and he gets it, sure, goal. But if
Yeah.
the ref's going, nah,
Yeah.
I
it's
didn't want that to
instant
happen,
decision.
then straight away, no.
Yeah.
I think it depends if the ref tells them or not. Like, wait.
Yeah.
I think he was telling him to wait,
then
and then
bad
he,
luck.
Yeah.
and then he blew the whistle.
Yeah.
Yeah, sucked.
I remember years ago, United scored because what they did was they went into the referee's change room before their game and they said, when we get a corner, one of the players is going to go to take it and then another one will run over like they're going to take it and they're going to pass it to them and then they're going to cross it in. It's because we're going to try and catch the other team off guard. They went and told the rest that they were going to do that and then they did it and scored.
Yeah, you can't
Isn't
do
that dodgy?
That's
Yeah,
match
that is
fixing.
Tell me that's not dodgy.
That's fucking match fixing.
The refs get it. All right,
All right,
we
no
won't
worries.
say anything.
We'll just not look at that bit. Yeah.
So like technically he's taken the corner
Yeah.
I take bribes.
and then cross, but I don't know. That just seems like
You can't go and tell the ref
go
that.
and
And the ref
tell
be
the
like,
ref.
yeah, no worries. It'd be like, mate, I don't
like
want to
the
hear
ref's
it.
in on it.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to hear it. It'd be like, if I call play and he plays, and that's
Yeah.
fine. But if I don't, then still, then it's always in the mind of the ref that they're going to do this, so I better be watching.
Yeah.
He's
Hey,
watching, but all
I
the
could
other
get a
players
bribe.
are.
because like there's like when we scored against Barca in the Champions League,
Oh.
Trent took the corner quickly. Like you're allowed to do that.
Yeah, like took the corner.
Unless the
yeah.
referee
Didn't
says
like,
wait for the whistle, you're
Yeah.
allowed to. So why did they need?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I agree.
dodgy.
Newcastle only one defeat so far.
Yeah.
But they're not an easy team to go and beat.
No.
I'm calling Newcastle are going to come.
They're one,
Smoking.
I reckon-
as some bloke keeps friggin' telling me, they're one 89th
Dundee.
minute, 89th minute winner away from being undefeated.
Yeah, well,
I
that's,
think that was like a
Anfield.
97th minute winner.
That's
So
true.
they're not an easy team to beat. I'm just
No.
glad, man, you
Wait,
didn't
well,
do it.
they would have been undefeated if they didn't time waste. So
Yeah. So look at
That's
yourself.
I'm calling Newcastle to make
Love you,
sixth
mate.
or fifth, I reckon.
Yeah?
That's my bold prediction, yeah.
Yet again,
they'll be up
I
there.
reckon depth in the squad could get them.
Yeah.
If they keep those key players fit,
Yeah.
they could spend a couple $100 million.
Yeah.
Fuck
Who
transfer.
knows how much to get a drop in the January.
Legally too. I might add.
And last game was Southampton 1, West Ham United 1. Bit of a dour affair. I don't know. Didn't really
We
watch
needed one, didn't we?
Didn't really watch it, so I couldn't tell
I
you.
can't comment. Didn't watch it. Might have been an amazing game, but I wouldn't have a clue.
Fair's fair. I mean,
No clue.
obviously the result was deserved.
Still Premier League football.
Exactly.
Still get up for it, but I didn't this time.
All right. Well, how long we got, Figos? We've still got a
About
while.
15 minutes, mate.
All right, we'll quickly run through. So we got midweek fixtures and then we got weekend fixtures too. So we'll quickly
Premier League football.
We'll quickly try and bang them out. There's a fair bit going on. So tonight you've got Brighton versus Nottingham Forest and Crystal Palace versus Wolves.
Home wins.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree there.
I don't know about Crystal Palace, to be honest.
Yeah,
Home draws.
I agree. I've been thinking
think-
it for a couple of weeks now. I think Palace are just
Yeah.
vanilla.
Yeah, they haven't.
Yeah, but it's vanilla v vanilla.
I think
Needs
Brighton.
Neapolitan.
I think Brighton trounce Nottingham Forest.
Yep.
And yeah, Crystal Palace either draw or I'm going to go with a Wolves win.
Yeah, Trossard back on the back
Yeah,
on the score sheet.
Trossard, get
Yeah,
on there.
Not minus.
No, Thursday you got Bournemouth, Southampton.
Oh.
Yeah, Premier League football, as Nudo would say.
Hour affair.
Calling it, that'll be a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good game is Brentford versus Chelsea. I'd like to see how Brentford stack up against
Yeah.
a better side. We keep saying that they're not a bad side.
Come on, Tony.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Ivan Toney just.
Yeah. I'm expecting
this is how you
Chelsea,
score goals,
Chelsea
Sterling.
like a 3-0 in that, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah?
I feel like Chelsea are really going to start
They are
to step it up.
They are
so
turning it on,
hopefully they don't.
unfortunately.
The T-Rex been playing?
Yeah, he has.
He has, yeah.
And he's been playing well.
And the boomerang.
And the boomerang. Obama what? Obama who? Obama Yang. I forgot the blood clot. Next we go to Anfield, back at home, Liverpool versus West Ham United.
Happy it's at home again because we will I think
You can build on it.
yeah. Definitely. Like going down to the London Stadium. I don't know if you've watched many West Ham home games.
Oh, it's terrible.
Fuck me. Who would want to go there and watch that?
I hate
Millwall.
watching. I hate watching
Their
it
own
on there.
fans hate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They want it.
exactly.
They want it gone.
Yeah.
How that's what disappoints. Like they were at Upton Park was amazing.
Yeah,
right on top of
classic.
a classic old London ground, and then they demolish it to go and play at a fucking Olympic
stupid.
Stadium.
Yeah.
Just for money, man. Come on.
Oh, but yeah. So happy that we're at home in that sense, and I reckon we'll get the win there.
Do you reckon? I'd like to see if you guys can keep a clean sheet. It'd be good to go back to back, and West Ham's probably the opponent you want because they don't have much up top.
I think we can. I
Antonio's-
just hope we don't just throw out what we learnt midweek.
No,
and
still build into the game.
Yeah.
Still like
play
still growing.
play a
Draft
little
for a
bit
bit.
more
Yeah.
defensively.
Yeah.
Don't cop an early goal.
Yes.
Yes, or just don't cop any goal.
This one's going to be a trouncing, I reckon. Newcastle versus Everton.
It could
Trouncing.
well be.
Yeah, I think so.
agree.
I think Newcastle are going to.
Trouncing which way? Newcastle.
I think Newcastle. Yeah.
Come on.
Sorry,
Everton-
mate.
Unless
I reckon-
Lampard's pulling on the boots, I don't
Yeah.
think Everton have.
Yeah,
Saint,
that's the only
Saint
thing.
Maximum injured.
Oh,
I don't know if that changes
no one
much
told
for
me
you.
about that.
I believe
Nah, not
old
really, to
Chalk
be honest.
Bones is injured again.
That's yeah. Why is it that some of the most talented players
Yeah.
spend most of their career sitting
no.
down?
So I reckon Everton 1-0.
They were talking about Everton 1-0. Who's going to score the goal? Godfrey.
You're saying that?
OG probably if they win.
Yeah.
Who was their signing of the season? Everton's?
Own goal.
No. What was his name?
Dwight McNeil.
Oh, Dwight McNeil.
Get it up there, Dwight. Get it up there.
Dwight, D. White.
Last game on Thursday, Man United Tottenham. That'll be a good game, I think.
Yeah.
It's going to be a case of if Man United think they got the announced to break Tottenham down. That's pretty
Yep.
much how it's going to be because it's Tottenham away. You know they're not going to go there. They're probably going to play Kane and Son up top, and that's about it. Play 9 defenders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Depends who's
just-
available.
And just sit in, and yeah, it's up to Man United. I think if Tottenham play the way they do, Man United have a shout. But at the same time,
I think it could go either way. Pretty
if
easy.
Kane can get his number on little 4'0" Martinez,
Yeah, just go for a dive.
and old brittlebone little man, what's his name? Varane.
He's a big
Varane.
man.
He's not. Do you remember? Oh, you ain't. When Zach was on, he said he's not. He's,
Yeah,
quite a
he's
slender man.
small,
Oh, yeah,
I thought he
slender.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
No, I thought you meant short one.
No.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
he's very,
slender, yeah.
very slender. Can be bodied easily.
Yeah,
I think is
yeah, okay.
what we're looking at.
I think Man U, Tottenham's two teams that it depends which team shows up. Like,
Yeah.
But for both of them within themselves, like Tottenham have two teams that play. Man U have two teams that play. They either
Yeah.
turn up
Yeah.
or they don't, or they
Yeah.
try and sit and hold. Or
Yeah, but the
You
only
never
thing
know what
is
you're
that
gonna
the
get with both of
shit
them.
version of Tottenham can still probably beat the good version of Man U. That's the only problem there.
I'm calling it'll be Tottenham 1, Man United 0.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
there's many
that's
goals.
just-
Man,
Something like
Man
that.
United 68% possession.
I'm going 2-1 Man United. Hope just that's purely fingers crossed. That's with my heart, not my head. To be honest, I need Tottenham to drop points.
Yeah.
I'd like a bit more of a gap there. To be honest,
Yeah.
I think they will drop
Understandable.
points. I reckon 0-0.
0-0. That's not bad. That'd be an all right result.
Because I won't be watching it.
No, absolutely not. Friday, Fulham versus Aston Villa.
Aston Villa need to get a result. I think
they-
that Gerrard losing to Chelsea 2-0, I don't think that'll put him under heaps of pressure.
Yeah.
But he
It's
needs
just a continuing
I
trend.
just
though,
think
isn't
it's
it?
slowly simmering for old Stevie G.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He
it's
needs-
not looking good.
He needs to do some things. He needs to make some movements. I still think Fulham will win that game
They're the form
comfortably.
team
Yeah.
out of the two.
I think 2-0 Mitrovic on the score sheet. I think he's going to push for Golden Boot. I forgot that Haaland was in the league, didn't I?
Wow.
Well, we're still some snipes him or
All right.
something.
Well, you never know. What if Haaland gets injured?
What if Haaland doesn't score? What if he
What if
plays Liverpool?
what if that's it?
Every week.
Might play
What if
Liverpool
that's it
every
for
week.
Haaland? What if
Yeah.
Imagine
Haaland's-
if
Haaland-
it
he
was.
might
Still be in Van Dijk's
Apparently he's
pocket.
leaving Man City anyway. He's had
Yeah.
enough. He got bodied
Seen that
by Van
twice.
Dijk and he's out. Last game of the round,
might cut his hair off.
is Leicester versus Leeds. If Leeds play the way they did against us, man, they'll
smoke it.
pump Leicester. They will pump them.
100%.
If Leeds play like that against majority of the teams in the league,
Yeah.
I think they'll cause a lot of drama. Jesse Marsh set him up. I bagged him being a Yank at the start of the season, but
You've done the old Ted Lasso.
yeah, I have for sure. But to be honest, he sets his team up well. They know their roles. They know how to play.
Yeah.
They play nice football.
I don't think that they'll play like they did against you against
No,
us.
I don't. Yeah, I think you're right.
I think teams get up for the bigger games.
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
think that they'll struggle to get up as much, or they might be pissed off that Bamford missed
felt
a
like
penalty
they
and
should have had one.
they probably think they should have had the penalty.
If they got up for against us, I reckon if they had got a result, bang, I reckon they beat Leicester
Yeah.
easily. But because they didn't get anything from it, it'll take its toll. And the last game that's supposed to be played this round was Arsenal versus City. Thank God that's been postponed. Like I would say I'd love to go to City and like test ourselves, but not at the moment. Like we're getting
not with a
pumped
game
with fixtures.
every 3 days.
Every 3 days. Like
And not after them losing.
They'll rotate their
Yeah.
entire roster.
Yeah.
And 3
Yeah.
days later, we'll have
the
the same
turnaround for
11.
us has been
Yeah.
massive. We have PSV Eindhoven come.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's the.
So we have to play that
Legit
game.
game,
If we
isn't it?
if we don't play that game, then we will end up having to forfeit
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
of the Queen's death. That's why that
Yeah.
game already
Yeah.
got postponed. So
Yeah.
Played PSV, I think, 3 times. The last 3 times we've played them, they've beat us.
yeah, they're not a bad team.
They're not a
Apparently,
bad team.
You- like,
That's all been in
back then, they
Champions,
were a
just-
lot
in
better.
Champions
just-
League. It was, but
And I'm just glad they're coming to us because I wouldn't like to go away at the moment and
nah,
play
as
them
soon as
away.
I saw we were home,
Yeah. So yeah, I think that Arsenal City fixtures moved to like next year. We got 5 minutes. You want to quickly run through your fantasy?
There's a few things that we could talk about. Just putting it out there.
All right. Well, we won't run through fantasy.
No, well, there's fantasy. There's Karim Benzema and Balon D'Or, and there's still the weekend games.
All right. So you're saying you want to maybe take a break?
We could take a short break and then
Okay.
just wrap it up in this. In
The boss has
in
called
the
a
third
short
act.
break.
Wrap it up in the third act.
The third act. Right.
And then Van Dijk should have
Well, hang on. Let's get into it.
All right.
Let's get
let's
into
do
it. Balon d'Or winner for, is it 2021-22?
I think it's just the 2020. No, it's like, so what it is, it's traditionally like a French magazine, French football magazine.
Right.
And now it's developed into.
To like world class.
They've taken it to be.
Now they've just decided it's the FIFA best men's player, pretty much.
Right.
but it is still decided by journalists.
It is, yeah.
So it's not just who's the best player. It's
Yeah.
a whole different
Yeah, true.
bunch of things.
Yeah. And yes, it is 2022.
2022, Karim Benzema. Congratulations, mate. If you tune in the Average Aussies, let us know. We'll send you a free jersey.
On your car.
We'll send you a rip-off Benzema jersey that we get from Paddy's Markets.
What do we think, fellas?
Well deserved. Well
yeah.
deserved. I think it was spoken about everywhere I looked. All
Yeah.
the comment sections, everything you read, articles, blah blah blah.
It was practically a given. Yeah.
Yeah,
he
he deserved
lifted him through the whole Champions League.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Thoroughly
Real
deserved
Madrid
it.
have been quite silent assassins, really. They're just going about their business. Like Barcelona are in the headlines at the moment for La Liga
I'm so fucking over Barcelona.
because of like
They're
all
terrible.
they're terrible. They're money dramas. They're not paying people. They're trying to get rid of people. Like it's just a
they should
woeful.
just be deleted, to be honest.
Yeah, and then you got Madrid just going about their business. I think
I think they're thriving because of that.
Quarter
too,
of,
though.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. According to my mate Fabrizio Romano,
First name basis.
he said he's just won the Balon d'Or and his new contract signing will be announced tomorrow
Yeah, I saw that.
till
Yeah, right.
2024 for Real Madrid. So
Couple more zeros on that.
he's getting on, isn't he?
Yeah, he's old as fuck.
He wouldn't be that old.
No.
He's 30,
40,
34.
42.
He's the oldest. He's the oldest player to win it since the first player to win it.
That's young, but
yeah?
34.
Who was that, Zach?
Don't know.
Balon d'Or.
Michael Balon.
Now, a good thing that Zach brought up was people got on our case about saying that Messi and Ronaldo are no longer the current best players in the world. Where'd they come, Zach? Weren't even in the top 10, you
Yeah,
said?
not even in the top 10 for the first time since 2006, I
Yeah.
believe I saw. So
But Salah was.
So,
Salah was.
So it was KDB?
KDB was.
Ah.
Haaland, I believe, was.
Yeah, he was.
came in
He was 10th.
I think there was 3 names you dropped that you
Yeah.
thought were better than them, and all 3 were in the
So-
top 10.
Everyone
Well, see,
out there.
this is the point, but right. The question was, who is the current best player in the world? And we said who we thought the current best player is.
Yeah.
Not who has been the best player of the past 10 years. Of course, it's fucking Messi and Ronaldo.
Exactly.
But you need to accept that they're probably not
They're
as good as
past
they
it.
were. They're fucking
They are
old.
past it.
Messi's gone off to retire in a farmers league.
Yep.
Ronaldo can't even get a fucking game at United. Why do you think that they're still the best in the world? And why are you so hurt that we suggest that they might not
Yeah,
be?
I don't understand it.
Like what they've done in career, amazing.
Yeah.
But they're probably not the best anymore.
No.
That's what happens.
Because they do that.
That is what happens.
Is Pele still the best footballer in the world?
No.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
So fuck. Anyway,
The other thing we want to mention is what the hell does a Premier League player have to do to win a Balon d'Or these
who
days?
knows,
Like,
hey?
who do you
You
have to
gotta
pay?
win.
What do you have to do?
You got to win World Cup, Premier League, Champions League.
You got to win. Yeah, you got to
all in the same year.
obviously
You're going to have
win
to
everything on
you have
offer.
to be golden boot of all 3 competitions.
yeah.
Because
And then you might get second.
Yeah, years ago.
yeah, all right. You want to jump on with them Ronaldo and Messi fans or what?
State of fact.
It's been a long time, Jake. Since
Have we got any? So when do they start voting for the next Balon D'Or? Has that started now already? Like this season counts?
Well, it's per year.
I think it's.
So it's from now.
I guess so. I'm not 100% certain.
I think
to
it's
be
more
honest.
like calendar year.
Yeah, it's calendar year. Yeah.
So it started at the start of this year.
This year's going to be interesting because it's a World Cup year. Every World Cup year,
Yeah.
basically,
Impacts it.
you need to go into the last 4 to get there.
In my opinion, if Belgium do well, KDB surely has
Yep.
to.
Depends
I
what
think
City
so.
do as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If they keep faltering at Champions League.
yeah, I
stage,
guess
maybe
so.
not.
But I just think you can't deny KDB.
No,
Like
he's
Yeah.
a freak.
I think if you're designing your team with unlimited cash, he's the first you pick
100%.
every single fucking time.
Yeah,
And then Haaland.
and then Haaland to go in front of him. Yeah, well, that's so
And then
true.
Rodri
Almost
to
like
sit
if you had
at the
unlimited
base.
money and you could
Yeah.
buy anyone you wanted, you'd
You'd pick
Harry
City.
Kane.
You'd build City.
Harry Kane.
Weird,
You
isn't it?
get Pep Guardiola coaching him. Like it'd be So City.
I reckon they should just let some Joe Blow off the street coach him for a season and
See what
See
happens.
what they can do.
I reckon you should step in there, Fig.
No, I don't want to.
Steve Bruce.
Steve Bruce.
Stevie Bruce.
He'd even win it.
Well, to be fair, you just have him bombing up to Haaland and Haaland just fucking heading the ball.
Yeah, he'd
in the
love
goal.
it.
Yeah.
He'd just be like, "You whip it in, Cancelo."
Yeah. Haaland, you just make sure you're on the back post every time.
Can we get everyone's official predictions for Balon d'Or next year? Just quick. I reckon Neymar, Brazil are going to either win or make it. I reckon
Ooh.
Neymar's going to win Balon d'Or next year.
Where was
What I've
he?
seen
Was
so far.
in
He
the
wasn't even on it, I don't believe.
yeah. I think because he was out with injury.
He was out with
for,
injured a lot,
for a long
but this
time.
year he seems to be doing big things
You know
with
what?
PSG.
You're right.
Brazil, I feel like are going to go fast. So.
And I gave you shit for saying that he's the best at PSG because Messi has better stats than him. But I have watched since then.
Yeah.
Some of like the highlights
I think
of Neymar.
he's more of a orchestrator. Like,
He's just got the Brazilian flair, man. Like
Yeah.
he's got the touch, he's got the skills, he's got the tricks. It's
he's very silky.
to watch is amazing.
And then you see, like talking about stats, you see who's the frog looking dude?
Mbappe,
That's the one. Yeah,
Hermit.
he's scoring goals, bagging in goals. He got a goal like after 7
Yeah,
seconds.
but he's
the other
just
week.
a
But
Gronk.
yeah,
He is. And
Yeah,
it's
what
starting
he-
to show.
yeah, like
everywhere,
I
isn't it?
don't understand. Like why
he keeps on getting.
Titi come out during last week, Thierry Henry, and gave him a bit of a serve, just saying like
Yeah.
when he said same for him in France, like he didn't want to play right and high and wide.
Yeah.
But him being as good as he was, could watch the game and see what was going to happen and play well from there. He goes, you have to do it for your team.
Yeah.
He goes, I don't want to do it. He goes, but I'm good enough to be able to do it and do it fucking well. And Mbappe's the same. He can do it. He doesn't. Well, I think he wants to play off a number 9. He doesn't want to play as a number 9. That's his
Yeah.
problem. I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Get a grip.
Yeah, but
Mbappe.
I think Neymar's kind of helping him out as well.
Yeah.
Neymar's changed up his role a little bit, probably less free flowing up front, trying to score.
If you're playing at PSG though, and you're in a front three that's like Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, do you really care if you're left, right, or middle?
No.
because like
You're gonna get chances,
You're
man.
just
Yeah.
you're not expected to defend. You're expected to be in the front
Exactly.
third, scoring goals. Like,
Yeah.
to me, that's not playing wide right. That's playing as one of 3 forwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like what Salah does for Liverpool.
Yeah.
I don't know why you'd get pissed off about
I think
that.
the stats speak to you look at it. Messi, I don't know, like 8 assists. Neymar 8 assists roughly.
Yeah.
Mbappe 10 goals, 0 assists.
Yeah.
So you got a front
Speaks
three,
volumes.
and you're going. One's just trying to bang goals.
Yeah, it's a
The
triangle.
other two are
It's-
going.
it's an absolute
and
triangle,
scoring
yeah.
as well. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like to whinge that you want to play off a number 9 and don't want to be a number 9. It's like, mate, you can play as a number 9 though, and you can do it well. You're one of the best in the world. Like, give it a rest. But anyway, you said Neymar. Who you got?
Oh fuck! I don't know. Ask Jake. I got to think.
Django. Who you got?
I reckon it's going to be one of the PSG boys. I reckon.
Yeah,
Mbappe
I was-
or Neymar.
I'm gonna stick with my boy KDB.
But I would like it.
I'd love the
KDB.
Premier League player to
Yeah.
win it. Like,
Yeah.
as if
Yeah.
you wouldn't.
and
Yeah.
he's a likable bloke too.
He
Yeah,
is.
he's
Yeah.
quiet.
Such an unlikable
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
He's
He's
just
such a
he's,
like-
he's
Yeah.
I
hard
wouldn't
to,
be.
No, he's one of those players.
KDB won it.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you look at your Bernardo Silvas and your Fernandez always. He never whinges really.
yeah,
He's just
he hangs out with Van Dijk when they pick up their kids.
he
from
just
school.
does his thing. It's pretty cool.
I think that
Yeah, you got a prediction?
well, no, I'm just going to say as what Zach said.
Hurricane.
Who wins the World Cup?
Yeah, where's Ethan?
Hurricane.
Who wins the World Cup? Who wins the Champions League? Like if France, if France go and win the World Cup and Champions League again, then Karim could get it 2 years in a row.
Well, that's I
if
can't.
you score goals that do it.
What about Lewandowski?
He's almost showing that he's just a tapping merchant with his lack of
that's a big
quality at.
That's a big.
I think he'd have to get
man.
like 50 goals or something like that.
All
I
I'm
think
sa- all I'm saying
Lewandowski
is-
is a striker and a half, bro.
There's nothing wrong with being a tapping merchant. That's his job in the team. I'm just saying something's going on at Barca and he's not able to do it.
Makes a lot of people angry out
He's
there.
been banging goals in at
Champions
Barca.
League,
Have you
yes.
seen? He started off with like 10 goals in 5 games or something.
Yeah, they're all
Well,
in
maybe
Champions League.
I don't watch Bundesliga.
They were all in Champions League, and they're not even going to get out of the group stage.
Yeah.
Make people
How
angry.
was that?
Don't
How
watch La
fucking was
Liga.
All right. What do you want to cover here? Do you want to cover fantasy or next week's fixtures?
Boss.
Like the weekend's fixtures.
Oh, jeez, there's a lot to do, isn't there? I'm hungry.
I reckon we
What do you have for
leave
dinner?
the
Dumplings.
weekend and then we'll just go over it next week.
Sure, let's do that. So, yeah, fantasy. I got 51 points.
That's better than last week.
It is. Ivan got me 12, and Reece James, I brought him in and then realised he was injured and got 0.
Very good.
Who's next, Jake? What'd you get, mate?
I went downhill. Fucking
I just realised you're right on the edge of the shot too. That's nice, man.
Cool.
You want to move in? No, it's too late
bit
now.
late
Don't worry about it. Sorry, go again.
Yeah, fucking grand total of 26.
Suck shit.
Trippier. My best was 6, and then Dunk, Sanchez, Gallagher, and fucking Nunez with 1.
Fuck yeah, bro. That's a mad score.
Still rocking Dunk in there, I think.
Yeah, Ethan bagged you about it last week and he was like, oh, you score. Didn't work.
I got 42
Oh, that's not bad. It was a rough week,
average.
to be honest.
My defenders were my top scorers, 8, 6, and 6.
Yeah.
All got clean sheets. I think it was Gabriel, Trippier, and Dyer. So-
That's all
and
right.
Everyone else got 1s, 2s, 3s. Captain De Bruyne got a 2.
Yeah.
So,
No good.
no good.
Well, I forgot to do my team. I woke up in the morning and realised I should have already done it when I didn't. But my tops, I didn't write what I got here. I think I got 42. My top scorer was my goalkeeper, Guiata. However
David
you say
Guetta?
No, he's a DJ.
Hang on, we're doing it. Hang on,
know
we're
he's
doing
a
it.
TJ.
Average Aussies pronounces. Go, Nudo, what's yours?
Guatia.
Yeah.
Good.
Good. Good.
Guaita?
Gator.
It's a gator.
Yeah. Good.
Guata.
Yeah.
Good. We'll get back to you. He got 11. Anyway, I had Ramsdale on the bench. He got 10. Shame he can't play 2 keepers. And then Trippier was my next highest scorer with 6. Alexander-Arnold come off the bench
Very late on.
with
yeah.
1 low scorer. I've got to get rid of him. He was my move out this week. But you never know. They could be back.
They could be back.
What's
He'll
another?
probably start against West Ham. So
Yeah. Is there any big games on from the weekend that we should probably just make mention of real quick? Spurs?
Chelsea, Man
Chelsea,
United.
Man U.
Chelsea, Man United, banger.
That could be the game of the round. there.
Cracker.
Spurs, Newcastle.
Spurs,
Yeah, that's
Newcastle will
another
be a
good
good game, yeah.
Come on, Newcastle.
That's
So
probably,
Man U've got to go to Tottenham.
Yeah,
Tottenham's got to go to Man U.
and then they've got
And then
to
they've got to go to Stamford Bridge.
Out in the
So
Marmot.
two big games for Man U.
That is two big top 6
big
games there.
big
Big games for Tottenham.
games.
Yeah.
Imagine if they win both of them. Wouldn't that be crazy for the
Well,
table?
they love to do that. They love to hit
They
a big
do.
team and then
Prefer not.
They turn it
and
on.
lose to some pus.
Yeah, as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on the video, please. Hit that sub button for us. Let's get us to 100 subs. That'd be amazing. Social media, we got TikTok, we got fantasy. We do have fantasy. We have a fantasy league. I will put the code in the description below. And we do have socials, which is TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. All those will be in the description below. Zach Brooks, thanks very much for joining us, mate. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for having me, and happy Invincible Week. Another year that
Oh, in the final minute.
the good old Gunners go the only team undefeated in Premier League. Thank you.
I love it. I love this bloke. We should get him back. I reckon we should bar beef. Never allowed back. Fellas, thanks always. As always.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one.